Love to.
Me too. All right, we are back and we are live for our next challenge. Let me know how the audio is. And here to explain our challenge is the one, the only, the impeccable Cameron.
Yeah, we have a Survivor Classic for this one. A classic wobbly table scenario. We're going to run this in 2 heats of 6. They have to stack 8 blocks on their wobbly table. Walking back, keeping that rope taut, touch the table. It's a live transition. So within their pair, they're going to do 1 block and then pass it off to the next person to do 1 block and keep passing it back and forth each block until all 8 are stacked. And the final person comes back and taps the table. Similar to the first challenge, we're rewarding points for every finisher. So first place will get 5 points, second place 4, third 3, 2, 1, for each heat. Okay, and we're gonna draw for spots to see who's in which heat. We're gonna run 2 heats of 6 for this one.
2 heats of 6. Let's get to it.
Let's do it.
All right. So make sure you guys are all joining us back in. Let's flip you all around.
We're gonna draw from my left to right here. So I'm gonna call out your district number.
Again, let me know how the audio is.
District 8 is gonna be on the far left. Yeah.
Fashion, it's back.
We're gonna have
Fashion District 8.
Let's go! Woo!
Getting some hype up for all of our lovely. Here we go.
District 3.
Here we go.
No, this is no muscle. It's another.
District 4 and District 1. So there you have it. All of our districts have been drawn for our first heat. As always, you want to get first
I was wondering.
because that gets you the most points.
I do the whole thing and I do a live without it.
No, just remember when you get back, that's nice.
I didn't want to.
So if you are just missing out, our players are put into 2 heats, districts. They need to stack blocks on the painted line of these wobbly tables.
Ready? And go!
Now, please let me know if the audio is doing okay.
She wobbly.
First one is always the easiest because you can just run up, but then after that, that is where things start to get harder. And because they have to tap out and then go to their partner and do a transition that is live, this is a lovely learning curve for all of our players. Everyone has got the block and making their way back. Sean is back first to do that transition. Champagne very close right behind them. Handing off to Phil. District 12 is on their way with Adore moving very efficiently. Phil at the end moving very efficiently. Roll right behind them. Francesca on the board. And then we have at the end, Lindsay about to hand off and Jess about to hand off.
Everyone working on that second block. I'm coming back already.
Dottie, I see you shouting out some of our players. Since you're viewing, let me know if the audio sounds okay for you. Of course, a motorcycle just went through. I appreciate everybody tuning in. We've got a few blocks. Champagne is back out on the course for District 1. They are currently, looks like, in the lead. Sean about to make their way back out onto the board. This is all about, see, it's going to get harder because you have to not just maneuver a table, you have to maneuver that rope as well as holding your block. Thank you, Dottie. I love that. It sounds good. Keep me honest here, people. Again, it's not so much about speed in this game because all it takes is one unfortunate mistake, twitch, sneeze, bug to knock off all of your blocks. So really, it's about speed and efficiency here. How many districts get
I know.
Points, I believe they all get points. It just depends on what placement they get. So
You're on the rope. Watch your rope management.
looks like everyone, we've got 3 on the board here, with Finelli making the next transition soon to Adore. Rede coming back. Sean making their way back with 3. Phil moving very fast. That table is moving quite a bit, but they are making their way back with their 4. They have quite a lead on this heat here. Our cast has been broken up into 2 heats.
Awesome.
They were drawn out of a bag. This gets harder the taller it gets. Phil and Champagne, if he makes it back, will have placed half of their blocks. Again, this is not so much about speed, because all it takes is one mistake and you have to start over, and that opens the door for another group. Over here, with also 4, Adore and Finelli, Aldrin with their 3rd. Table tilting very high for our lovely green district here.
I don't.
Champagne back on the course
Me?
with their 5th block, still in the lead, District 1. Raul getting close to placing the 4th block. Adore passing off. They are right behind District 1. You don't want a mistake here.
About 5 more steps.
Communication, because they have to tap the table before they hand off. Again, no one has made a mistake causing them to lose their blocks.
Got it?
Because again, this is not so much about speed as it is also about efficiency. Francesca has that very taut. Same with Raul. A lot of different strategies. Champagne adjusting some blocks on the end, placing their 5th block. Finelli made up some speed, and now they are placing their 5th block. It is a tight race right now.
Nice and slow.
That's back out on the course.
Take your time.
Lindsay placing their 4th block. Again, I believe everyone gets points here, so you really want to just continue, because even if you drop, someone can drop right behind you. Sean is about to be on the floor soon. They're about to have a handoff here. Champagne making their way back. Francesca about to place their 4th block.
Nice, Francesca.
Lindsay on the way back with 4.
Handoff successfully to Sean, who's now out on the course. Champagne getting close to handing off to Phil,
With number 5.
where they are about to go out for their 6th block.
Yeah, just go slow.
Lindsay made up a lot of ground on that one.
Transition successfully, because again, that transition is very important in this
Just your
race. You want to be able to transition successfully to your partner, setting them up for success so they can continue on up for theirs. Phil is moving efficiently. Again,
Single group is dropped, but there's something.
Cam believes that someone is bound to drop. I believe everyone should just continue to keep focused. Everyone's doing an amazing job. Sean has placed their 5th block. Phil's about to place
Number 5.
their 6th block, meaning they have 2 left.
To take the lead.
Let's see how we're doing here. Now, everyone has a fairly similar block stack, but here They are doing the off-center stack, which can also help with balance potentially. So far it's working. Let's see if it continues to work as that stack gets higher. Adores also, again, it is a very tight race between District 1
Nice. This is a good strat.
and Adore. Aldrian tapping the board, about to hand off to Lindsay, who's about to come out with their 6.
Transition. Widow back on the court.
Renee back on the course.
Doesn't help with the course directly in the sunlight.
It does not.
As they're trying.
Phil is handing off to Champagne, who's about to go out with her last block, which is 7. So far, everyone has been very focused in this challenge, doing a very good job. Sean is handing off.
Number 7.
Again, all it takes is one mistake, and this opens the door, but everyone is focused. Everyone is locked in.
Transition, but stayed on. Come back here.
Stay patient.
Very close moving in right now,
Back now.
as Rede is placing their 5th block.
We have a lot of ground.
Nice, Karen.
Closing number 5. They just placed number 5.
Kieran is about to place number 5 before heading back. Again, it gets harder the more blocks that you place.
Doing great.
So everyone is locked in right now. Everyone is doing an amazing job. The wind may show up to this challenge. We have a Finelli about to do a transition with their 7th block.
Slow and steady. Yeah.
By everyone. No drops yet.
Cam is reminding them that no one has dropped yet. And so I will also say very impressive, because this is not an easy challenge.
Did you build your tower a little too
A little bit of a wobble, but a good recovery from Lindsay there.
securely enough?
Rope
Find
management.
the right spot on the block.
A reminder of a rope management from Adore to their partner, Finelli, on the board. Champagne has placed her last block and now is making their way back. It is
That was what we were going.
very close. Phil is now noticing that he might have to go fast potentially
Why?
if he would like to win.
Oh, we're in second. Okay.
Champagne on the way back with
Champagne asking why. I am just commenting. There's a handoff right now from Francesca to Rede.
place.
They're about to go out for their 6th block.
Finale.
Rope management.
A quick
Adore doing a good job of reminding their partner about rope management. Aldrian, very fast,
number 7.
very good.
A few steps away from making the
They've seemed to have gotten the knack down for this, so they are moving efficiently,
number.
but they've got to be very careful.
It's gonna be a close race for first.
Because again, all it takes is a drop and everyone is back in this.
Here.
Everyone realizes this is anyone's race.
Whoopsie.
Team in it right now.
Sean is back out on the course with their 7th.
District 12 in a tiny bit of a lead, making a transition.
District 1. And we have a first drop from District 7. They are first drop. They are taking it very lightheartedly.
Not over.
They said someone has to be first, but they are taking it very well as they pick up their blocks and make their way back.
District 1 is also out there placing a
But like I said, anyone can drop and it's anyone's race. Sean placing their last block.
number 7 as well.
Phil on his way back out with their last block. But so is Adore, and Adore is making their way to place their last block.
We're about to place block number 8. The final block.
And District 12 has a slight lead.
I don't know. I think I have to put it back.
I find it very fun that it's District 12 and District 1 right now battling it out for first place.
Yeah.
Adore very steady. Very good handoff over there by Aldrin and Lindsay. Killian back on the floor with their first. Phil's placing their last block. Now again, this is about points. So the question, does Phil try to go for first, or does he just try to get the points they need for second place?
Fourth and fifth as well. There's always the potential one of these three drops.
Cameron has announced that we are playing for fourth and fifth in a 6-seated race. So at this point, what is important? Getting first or getting those points? Especially since District 1 did not get points, I believe, with our last challenge. Adore is almost there.
Still very close. Out of the wire.
This is getting very close.
It's a good pace.
You're close, but please go slow.
Hey, can I touch the table close?
Had to reorient.
That was very close. Seconds, I want to say, between Adore and Phil to touch that table. Phil did a very good job of catching up, but it was just not enough. But we are still playing for points, so the other teams still need to be in it. Currently, we have, it looks like
District 1.
Lindsay is in the lead right now between the rest of our teams here. They're doing a very good job. They are making their way back. They are the only one right now making their way back for third.
Many blocks on.
So they just need to hope that they don't drop. I do like Lindsay's current strategy of having the rope over their shoulder.
40% of the way back.
Let's see now. It does look like Raul is about to place their last block for, and on the end, unfortunately, Lindsay dropped and all 8 were on it. That is okay. They give a lovely hug. They were doing a great job, but they're not out. They know that this is anyone's game and they need to collect those blocks. But that opens the door over here for Raul to make it back to the table for third place. So everyone knows the longer you do this, the fatigue sets in. So everyone is just commenting and trying really, really hard to keep it steady. Everyone is focused. A little drop on my end.
Looking good, yellow.
Come on over.
Looks like Jess is now handing off. They are back on the board with 5, making very good progress. Here in the end, placing their second block, again, moving very quickly and efficiently.
Adrian, do you want to stack me differently?
Remember, I believe 4th and 5th get points here, so anyone's race, really.
We're flattered. It's okay.
Nice day. One more yellow.
So Rede is now making their way back for their final transition. Raul is moving very slowly but efficient, but very meticulously to want to get that third place spot. They do not want to drop. And with that, unfortunately, they stepped on their rope and dropped all of their blocks. Like I said, everything happens, and between one move, and that's all it takes to open the door. And just like that, all of our teams are back in this, but Rede and Francesca have the biggest lead. And they are going to capitalize on this, but all it takes is one drop. Sean back out on the board with their first. Let's come on over here. And
Number 5.
They're making their way back to place their 6.
Oh, thanks for the reminder.
What I'm here for.
Lindsay on their way back. They've placed 4. They've made very quick movements, very quick catch up. Again, points are on the line. It is anyone's game here. First and second have been claimed, but we are still looking for a few more teams to finish. Renee is very focused. Kieran made a quick look to see how everyone else was doing, but their mentor did remind them to pay attention to the table. All right, they're about to hand off with Jess back out on the board.
Seconds right now. Trying to just hold the lead.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Make sure that one is stacked how you want.
Now they are on the floor with 6. They're trying to do a little bit of speed to catch up, but that can also sometimes lead to mistakes happening. But every group is working diligently.
I did.
Continue to shout out all of your loved ones, your friends. We still have another heat after this. So if you thought this was exciting, stick around because we have our other half of our tributes to go for their shot at clutching first on our lovely wobbly table.
Francesca about to enter the course to drop off the last block.
Over here, Aldrin making quick work. They've already placed 5, and now they are on their 6. And they are moving very efficiently. Jess is on their way back
The course to place 6 block.
with 6 stacked. And Francesca is on the board with their last block. They have a slight lead, but of course, when you have almost all of your blocks stacked, you cannot move as fast as other groups because you don't want to knock them over. So it's all about efficiency and speed.
You're the only ones with 7, so you guys have plenty of time.
Maybe a little bit of luck. Maybe if the survivor gods are on your side. Sean is now handing off to Raul. They're about to get their 7th block. Nope, their 6th block. Francesca locked in, moving very efficiently. All the groups are moving very efficiently, trying to make up some time and space to clutch those points. We are still looking for some placements and still looking for some points. And unfortunately, we have another fall, but it is okay. Again, it is anyone's game. It's anyone's game. They have to resend Aldrin quickly out on the board to get their blocks. It looks like they're going to switch it up and have Lindsay start. Again, it is anyone's game, as we have seen. They are doing this in heats, Aaron. That is a very good question. Our first 6 groups that are currently still out were drawn for spots by Cam. Their numbers were pulled out of a bag, so those districts have gone first. We have had 2 complete. Adore and was able to get the win over Phil to get first place in this heat for their district. So it's District 12 who got the win and District 1 that got second. We are currently looking for 3rd. Francesca is placing their final block, and they may get this if they can make it back. Sean is on their way on the board, about to place their last block, but they still have one more block to go.
Just normal. Like that as a lifelong. Should we go back to the normal?
And over here, we are currently at, they placed their 7th block.
They're both on their way back.
So Kieran is on their way back, a little bit more slower, but way more focused. And then our lovely ladies on the end are making very quick work to get back on the board. Good thing is they've been doing this, so they have a grasp of how it works. So they are working efficiently out on the board and have already placed their third block. And again, it is anyone's game.
Like a snail.
And sometimes being a snail is what you need in this challenge because this is all about balance and focus. But Francesca is about halfway, maybe, back to the table to catch third. As long as they don't fall, Sean has handed off to Raul, who's now on the field to place their last block.
Number 8.
Now, Raul was in this position before and did make that realization that they stepped on their rope on their way back. So they now want to keep that in mind on their way back. Aldrin moving very efficiently to place their fourth block. Again, it is anyone's race.
Steps away. Taking third place.
All of our teams are working very efficiently and very diligently, very focused. We're looking for third place at the moment, and Francesca might be able to get it for our yellow district. As Raul over here places their last block, and they will be on their way back to catch fourth place if they can make it back. Remember, everyone in this heat, we are looking for points. So just because we have a first and second doesn't mean it's over, because we are all about points today. And that is it for third place. Francesca, District 3 won third place. We are now currently looking for fourth and fifth. And unfortunately, we have another drop, which actually opens the door for our ladies over here. They are back in it. And like I said, everyone is in this game. It's not over until they say it's over. So all it takes is one drop and everyone is back in it. A lot of great energy and great enthusiasm from our lovely Green District.
I'm trying.
And they're doing amazing. But this challenge, all it takes is one wrong move and everyone is back in this game. Now Raul is trying to clinch fourth place.
Y'all don't.
It's all right. Kieran had a lovely,
Drop with 1.
the
Hey, you know what?
block slid off, but it's okay.
It was just a little slide.
Just a little slide.
On the rope.
Raul is very close to clinching fourth place.
Steps away.
Let's see if they're able to touch the table without their blocks falling. They are focused.
And that's it.
Fourth place.
Got it for number 4.
We have gotten fourth place. We are looking for one more. And right now, that last place might come from our lovely ladies on the end. Aldrin has placed their 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 block. Counting is fundamental.
Whatever.
And a lot of good spirit still out here on the field. But lots of focus by our ladies here on the end. They have 2 more blocks to place to clinch the last placement of points in this heat. Continue to shout out our players. And if you're tuning in, you said, this is exciting. Don't worry, we have a second heat coming to you with our other 6 districts who have not yet had a chance to compete. So they will be going right after this.
Place number 7.
And then if you're like, this is so much fun, how do I stay in the know? We have a lovely viewers lounge you can go check out on our Facebook, where you can get all the know of when we're going live and what's happening. There should be a link. And if there's issues, let us know in the comment section and we'll get you all squared away on that viewers lounge, because that is where all the good gossip and tea is and where everyone is currently able to get the information that they need in the now. Lindsay is back. Kieran just handed off to Jess. Jess moving very efficiently to place their fourth block. But like I said, it is anyone's race because, again,
Placing number 7.
Hey everyone at home.
a quick little message to the viewers while placing their fourth block.
Pretty solid lead here. They can take their time. Be very careful with it.
Lots of focus by our players. Our ladies on the end only have to place one more block to get the last set of points for this heat. And then we will move on to our next group of 6 to compete. So keep on cheering for all of our friends. Lots of focus, lots of focus. Kieran is back out on the board with placing their 5th. They are making some time up. Lindsay was in this spot before, and they are focused. They just need to have one more block placed. Kieran moving efficiently and quickly to try to see if they can catch up.
You know, never know what happens.
You never know what happens because it is anyone's race. Placing their 5th block.
That's hard though. So
Going backwards is hard.
7 to 5.
7 to 5, but again,
how many people are watching?
Kieran asking to all our viewers how many are watching. Enough. Quite a few.
Quite a few.
Everyone is shouting out all their family and friends and close ones.
Back, trying to make the transition.
We've got the last transition. If they can do it. Aldrin doing a great job of giving Lindsay some coaching for this handoff. They want to have this handoff, and then they are down to placing their last block.
Reach for the table. That's it.
All right, so now the handoff is happening very efficiently and quickly. Aldrin is back on the board.
Probably needs to hope that District 8 drops on this one.
Oh, we're not that mean.
Oh, Cam is trying to have a little bit of ill will, but they said they are cheering for them to win, and they don't want to wish any ill will or a drop.
It's the Hunger Games. Lives are at stake.
Cameron reminding everyone that this is the Hunger Games. This is District 13. Aldrin moving very efficiently to place their last block. They are at the table. They are placing their last block. And all they have to do is make it back and touch the table. They have pretty much a lead on our lovely district over here where Jess is on the board. They are only at 5, about to place 6. Let's see if we can get.
Back.
You can't tell who is out there. Kieran and Jess are out there, and Aldrin and Lindsay on the end. Jess is placing. Now, Aaron, is it because of the quality or just let me know? Aldrin is about halfway back. Let's get this angle as they make their way back.
About halfway back with that 8th block. Secure the final point up for grabs here.
They're a little over halfway. And Jess is also very steady. They still have 2 more blocks. Some coaching from their mentor, which is Jazzy.
Here.
Slow as we need.
Lindsay reminding them that they have all the time in the world.
Before.
That table is leaning precariously. That table is, oh no. And with just 1 or 2 steps away, that opens the door. Oh no. That is again a reminder as that this is anyone's game. And they are open the door for Jess and Kieran.
The number 6. District 7 is bringing out their 7th block.
So, but again, they've been using this board, so they have a feel for their board, so it should be pretty quick for them to get back up on the boards. But like I said, anyone's game, as we are looking for our 5th place finisher in this heat. We have one more heat to go, and that heat does include Aubrey. I did see a question about if they had gone yet, and they have not gone. So stick around. That is the fun thing about Survivor is all it takes is one change, one
time, inching forward.
one change, one slip, one trip, and it opens the door for another group. And you're not out of it until they say that it is over. You got to stay in it and stay focused. Kieran is now very focused. I was going to say Kieran is way more focused because they want to get that last block that they have to place out there. 3 blocks now out there on the floor for our lovely ladies on the end, but the 7th block has been placed. And now they are making progress. They're about to place their 4th block, about halfway there, moving very efficiently.
Block placed for District 8.
This could quickly again come down to a very close competition. That's a table that I just bumped into. Don't mind me. Kieran very focused as they make their way back for that final handoff so Jess can place their 8th block. Aldrin on the end, about to hand off so they can get their 5th block on there. They are making quick work, but like I said, it's a lot easier to move fast when you've got less blocks.
Aaron made
Great progress. Yeah, what did I make?
Aaron has made very meticulous process, which is very important in this challenge.
slow and steady here.
Both groups very focused, trying to claim that last spot in this heat for points. It is all about points today as they are training for the Hunger Games.
Going very quickly back.
Kieran is very focused.
I just
They're now more than halfway back with number 7.
Again, it is anyone's game. Aldrin about to place
Almost at normal speed.
their 6th block. They have almost caught up to our lovely ladies in green.
Just like that lead has shrunk a lot.
Like I said, this game
It's on
is changing at the drop of a hat. Kieran is very efficiently
on the line here.
moving their way back to the table. They are almost back to the table. Very close to the handoff.
steps away.
They did.
Place number 7.
Kieran almost back to the table for their final handoff. Lindsay moving very quickly to place their 7th.
Steps away.
Excuse me.
One more step.
About one more step.
A little too early.
And remember, you don't want to reach too early. This is their final handoff.
Fully evaporated.
I think you got it right now.
District 8 has placed their 7th.
Yes.
They have hit their table. This is their final handoff.
Has been successfully made.
That was their final handoff. So now all Jess has to do is place their final block and make it back to the table. But like I said again, both groups have been in this position before, but can they capitalize this time? Lindsay having to adjust that rope as they kind of are a little bit tangled with how they do their rope. They have to reach through the rope, which they have over their shoulder. Jess moving very efficiently, about almost halfway to placing their last block. But we do know Aldrian is pretty fast at this, so could catch up. But again, this challenge is all about focus, and we have a race. This is very close. And I want to shout out both of these districts. They have had to reset multiple times, and that takes grit and determination to not give up. And that is what the Game of Survivor is all about. Not giving up, because you never know when you can clish it. Aldrin has all but almost caught up to Jess. And now we have a race, folks. This is exciting. Both are on their way back. So really, it is neck and neck.
4 inches different there.
So it's going to come down to potentially almost like how our first place team was. It was a table touch. Phil had almost caught up to Adore. And with that, Jess has pulled it too much, but that is okay. All District 8 has to do is touch the table.
You are still in it.
And that is true. You are still in this game. Because again, both tribes have been here before.
The mentors are doing their job.
Mentors are reminding them that it is anyone's game. It's not over until Cam says it's over. But Aldrian, all they have to do is make it back to their table, and they do have a sizable lead.
Aldrian about a little more than halfway.
Slow and steady, Karen.
So Jess giving some very positive words of encouragement to their partner, Kieran. Aldrin is locked in and focused.
A few steps. Every time it takes a step, it wobbles forward.
All they want to do is reach back and be able to touch that table to get the 5th place spot. Kieran and Jess in good spirits as they reset their tower. Aldrin is locked in. They are very locked in. They are so close. All they have to do to get
From her district mate.
that final.
You could reach.
Touch the table.
They tried reaching, and that was very close, but was not close enough. Reminding them that they have all the time in the world. They just need to touch the table. And there it is. And that is a reason why you do not give up in the Game of Survivor. Good sportsmanship all around. But they clutched and came back. And that was a really good fight by all the groups. That was a very good fight to come back from pretty much from first to last to getting the points that you need. That is so important in this game. Now we're about to figure out our next group. And it's going to be our other 6 districts that have not gone.
District 9 will be on my left, far left. Joining them is District 6. You guys can line up 9 and 6 at that table.
All right, we are getting our
10 and 11 here at the middle table.
Gideon, you're on the
That leaves 5 and 2 on this table.
All right, so like I said, we had more fun. Our last group of 6 tributes are about to now do the wobble side. They had some time to look at strategy, figure out what worked for that first heat. Just a reminder,
One less point.
we have 5 points for first, and then 1 point less. 6th place gets no points. So you want to get those points because we only had 3 teams with our last challenge get points. So here we go with our last 6 tributes on the floor. Oh, A little bit. Everyone's rushing out to get that first block. You don't really need the balance for the first block, but then after that, you want to be locked in. Okay. That's making sure their block is placed within the paint strip, and they're stacking from there. We have Cod out to place the second for their district. Everyone making their way back. Everyone getting a feel for the table, getting a feel for what works, what doesn't work, realizing very quickly it is very wobbly. Nick very quick out on the board to place the second. Everyone realizing Guillaume placing their second. Hatch has placed the second. Kelly on the course. Gideon is now on the course.
Smells like loud.
Yeah, it does.
Not while she's out there, but like as you're doing a transition.
Everyone is getting a vibe for how the table works, realizing they have to touch the table. Third block now out on the course for Gwendolyn. Now they're being very mindful, but they are stepping on their rope, and that's something you do have to keep an eye on, is that rope management. It's all about efficiency, but it's all about precision. Aubrey on the board with their third block. And placing their third block.
About 2 more steps. Yep. There you go.
Gallen out on the board with their third. Leo about to place their third.
Sterling transition back off. Almost there. On the way back with number something close to the table. Aubrey back with 3. 1, 2, next. Oh, I'm checking.
Cod is now out with the fourth, realizing how wobbly the table is. Maybe watching the first heat could have helped, but it could not have. Guillaume using those long arms to their advantage to take very long grabs to get them across. Lots of different strategies. Lex is using his mouth to transport his block. Very unique technique, but if it works, it works. Great communication from Kelly to their partner about that rope. Rope management is very important. Pretty even across the board. Guillaume's long arm length was able to now put them in the lead. So now they have 4 and they're in the lead, just passing Cod and Gwendolyn.
Am I posing for a picture? Yeah. Oh. I'll do it again.
Lex asking if they should pose for a picture in the middle of a challenge. Let me remind them there's only 5 points up to grab. There's only 5 places up for grabs in a heat of 6. A very smooth transition right now.
Got 5 for Aubrey.
And just out on the board now. What plays about going to place their 5th? Aubrey has placed their 5th. Aubrey's doing a downward hold technique. We haven't seen that one before. Most hold it pretty high, as we see over here with our lovely Lime District. It's pretty even, but we saw this with our first heat where it's even up until you get to that 7th, that 8th block. And then that's when things start to get a little iffy. Patch getting very close. They are also doing the cross. And with that, Guillaume has lost on the transition. And they are picking up, opening the door for our 2 tribes over here who both have stacked 5. For first, Geraldine is about to hand off to Cod.
A lot of ground on this.
Aubrey and Guillaume are now getting some, looks like, tips from their mentor, Ale, back there, as they are back. But again, it is anyone's game. Leo placing their fifth. Callan is out on the board with their fifth. A lot of under the chin. Guillaume using again that long arm length to catch up. Again, it is all about that seventh, eighth block placement. Because as we saw, this game is not over until Cam says it's over. Cod is on their way back. Nick out on the course now. Aubrey out on the course to place their third. Callan is now on their way back after they've placed five. Leo very focused on the end there. Flex on their way back out with five, again using their very unique technique. Very focused. Handoff is happening now to Kelly. So they now have their sixth block. Very good recovery just now.
Pretty easily on that one.
You're stepping on the rest of your right foot.
And we just had a drop by Patch and Callan. But like I said, it is anyone's game until they have hit that table with their eighth. It is a learning curve.
The minus correct. You're good. Kelly plays number 6.
They are about to come and place their seventh, meaning that they only have one more transition. And if they make it back after this, they have one more block to go. And they could clinch those 5 points, which every district is hunting for. We just had another drop by Kelly and Leo, but it is anyone's game because this is all about perseverance and dedication and keeping it in until Cam says it's over. It is anyone's game. A lot of different techniques, a lot of great transitions, and great communication between our pairs. They've now had quite a few challenges to get to know their other partners, so they are getting a feel for what works for that communication piece, which is so important in this game. Aubrey about to place their fifth. Ange about to place their seventh. Geraldine is about to make that transition if they can hit the table.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
Cod giving a few words of how far they are till they have to hit that table because they have to tap the table before they can transition. And then Cod will be on the floor for their final block. Now this is where it gets tricky because you want to make sure that you capitalize on this lead. They have a slight lead and they don't want to lose it. Patch on the board very quickly, placing 3. Leo on their way back. And we got Gideon on the floor in the end over there. Guillaume on the way back with that very long reach, using that to their advantage to try to place their 6 blocks. Cod placing their final block. All they have to do is make it back, hit the table, and they will claim those 5 points. Very focused. Geraldine giving some great words of encouragement to their partner. Cod using a very unique one-handed technique that is working for them.
Good job.
They tend to extend out and then they move their body, which is actually a very smart technique to use. Let's see if it can get them to the table to get first place. Ange is about to hand off to Nick so they can place their last block. Aubrey and Guillaume have made some great time. And Lex and Gideon on the end are actually doing really well. They are about to have a transition. Cod is a few feet away from touching that table. Can they do that before? And with a one finger touch, Cod touches the table. I don't think they were even nervous. That was very well done. Now Nick is here to place the last block, and they just need to capitalize, and they can get second. There was a great recovery by Nick. He knew that. First place has been taken, but now second place is out for grabs. This is not the part where you want to make a mistake. That was very impressive. And Aubrey has dropped when they had 6. Like I said, this is anyone's game. All it takes is a single drop. Nick is working on getting back to get that second place, those 4 points. Those 4 points are very important for a tribe, or for their districts, I should say. And just giving them very good advice, very focused. Nick is very close to getting second if he can touch the table. And Nick gets second for their district. And now we are looking for third. And down here on the end, Gideon and Lex are the only ones close to getting third place.
Slow and steady wins the race. If I'm not mistaken, this team has not dropped once.
They are very focused and very locked in. I would say maybe it could be the technique Lex was using to carry their blocks, but he is locked in. They would like to get third place. They need those 3 points. They know it's important. And with that, they have dropped. But again, it is anyone's game. Great words of affirmation to each other as they make their way back. It is anyone's game. It is wide open. Callan is now in the lead with Patch with 5. Similar to our first heat, the last few tribes realized that after a few times, they dropped a few times, but then they were able to get that rhythm back. And every tribe is working very hard.
Good job, Colin. Good job. Great job. Well, it's steady.
Callan's placing their 6th block. Kelly and Guillaume are tied with 4. So there is a 2-block lead for Callan and Patch. Aubrey is now back on the field to place the 5th block. Kelly about to make the transition to Leo. Leo has the rope. Patch is giving some very good advice to Callan. They do not want to drop at this point. 3rd place is up for grabs. As a reminder, only 5 districts get points. 1 district will not get points. Kelly giving some helpful tips to Leo.
Just step side by side. Nope, you're on the rope. Yep.
Aubrey very focused again, using that downward tension. Very unique, and they're doing an underhand downward tension, but it's working for them as they have stacked their blocks very quick and efficiently. Their table is wobbling a little bit. Everyone moving very efficiently. Checking in again on how the audio is doing for all my lovely viewers out there. Let me know.
Good. One big step and then taking over to bring 6 down to the platform. Oh, no, you're on the road.
Out here on the end, coming out to place their 4th. But as we know again, it is anyone's game until Cam says it is over. Guillaume using that very long reach.
Almost lost it.
Very good recovery by Kelly, as Cam mentioned. Patch is now on the course.
Course with number 7.
Now Patch is about to place their 7th block, and then they have one more transition. Guillaume is on their way back to hand off to Aubrey. They've been in this position before to get to 7th block. Kelly getting very close to placing their 6th.
I'm sorry, behind me. Yeah, no,
Lex making sure that they are not standing on that rope, because you don't want to have to stand on that rope and accidentally. And Patch just placed 7th and cannot keep the balance, and they have to restack. It is anyone's game at this point. Everyone is in it. Thank you, Aaron, for letting me know my sound sounds great. I appreciate you. Callan back out on the course. Aubrey now about to place their 7. It's now a close foul between Kelly and Aubrey. Kelly and Leo, and Aubrey and Guillaume. Brown versus purple to see if they can get 3rd. Gideon has placed their 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th block. It's hard to count the black blocks. Very focused, very dapper with their lovely hat there. Patch is on the board with their 2nd block. Handoff to Leo. Oh, a good recovery from Leo there. That was a bit of a wobble. Aubrey now working very closely to get back for their last handoff. Leo working to get close. It is anyone's game. Let's get an ankle of both of them. There we go.
Aubrey inching back.
That is correct. You refocus, you start again. In this challenge, it is all about determination. It is not over until Cam says it's over. Very good, Susan.
Holding the block.
Leo has placed their 7th block.
Can't be very comfortable.
They are on their way back. Aubrey still on their way back for their last handoff. Guillaume focusing in. Remember, we are still looking for 3rd place in this heat.
Between these 2 groups. Great job.
Everyone is focused and locked in. Lex about to place their 6th block. Leo on their way back. Aubrey is very close to the handoff for Guillaume for their final transition, with a slight lead over our Leo and Kelly district, which is our lovely purple district.
Aubrey able to make it back with 2nd.
Handoff is happening now.
Now Guillaume is going out with number 8.
Aubrey letting them know you need to be very, very focused on this transition.
Leo about halfway
Again,
back.
we are looking for 3rd place in our 2nd heat.
You're a little more than halfway.
Kelly correcting Cam and letting him know a little more than halfway before the handoff.
Good job.
Guillaume very focused. Patch has placed their 4th. Leo is very close to that transition to Kelly.
About halfway replacing.
Guillaume is very focused. Aubrey reminding him that they can go as slow as they need. They have a lead and they don't want to make a mistake.
All the time you need. Please.
Their mentor reminding them to take all the time that they need. Guillaume is placing their final block.
It goes so on the board, inch by inch.
Now all
down to can he make it back and touch the table?
Now all they need to do is make it back to the table.
Allen and Patch slowly but steadily rebuild.
Kelly is being,
Goes so slow.
and just as they did the transition, they dropped, pretty much opening the door for Guillaume and Aubrey to potentially clinch third if they don't drop. But it opens up fourth place for Lex to transition to Gideon to place their seventh block. And Callan is on their way
Slower. Gideon now on the course to place number 7. Here, just go slow as possible.
to go to hand off to Patch for their sixth. It is still anyone's race. Guillaume is meticulously inching back to try to clutch third place. Aubrey is coaching him.
You're almost here, literally. Like touch. Just a few steps. One more step. One more good one.
One more step. He tried to touch, but he wasn't close enough.
Don't reach. There it is.
There it is. Third place.
Third completed group.
Aubrey and Guillaume clutched third. We are looking for two more. And currently, it is anyone's race, as we all know. But currently in the lead is Gideon and Lex,
Patch is coming out with his
placing their seventh. Patch placing up their sixth.
Tower.
And
Gideon coming back with 7.
Gideon is now also doing a very nice low strategy, very focused. So as we know, it is anyone's game. Patch has placed their 6, and they're on their way back. Very slow steps to hand off to Callan for their 7th. Kelly is on the board for 3. So this means it is going to come down to Lex to place their final block and make it back for 4th.
Strategy. Go. Patch doing the opposite, keeping it. There you go.
And now they are working on their final transition.
For Lex.
Lex using that same technique that has gone in, taking a brief step, and now on the board to place their final block. Leo moving very quickly, and with that, Patch has dropped, which has opened the floor for Lex to place this last block, and Leo to place number 4.
They're stacked.
But again, it is anyone's game. It is anyone's game, as we have seen multiple times.
Allen and Patch will work on rebuilding.
Lex is very focused right now. They have all the lead they need. If they can place the 8th block and make it back to the table.
More than halfway now to placing number 8. Got it.
Kelly and Leo, very quick, very efficient, making up their
Kelly now on the court.
course.
Lex
is very close to placing their 8th block. Patch has placed their 2nd block. All tribes very focused.
Eyes on the tower the whole time.
Kelly placing their 5th block. Patch about to hand off to Callan for their 3rd final block.
Number 8. Trying to find the best spot for it. Make sure it stays steady.
Lex has placed the final block. Now all he has to do is make it back to the table.
Okay, you can probably touch.
Taking a moment. This is for 4th place for 2 points.
For number 6.
Leo is now on the board.
Starting the journey back.
Callan has placed their 3rd, but again, it is anyone's game, as we've seen with these lovely boards. Lex is very focused.
For 6 is placed for Leo.
Leo has made up some great groundwork, by the way. And once again, if you're just tuning in, don't forget to check out our Viewers Lounge. If you're loving all of our love feeds, please check out the Viewers Lounge. That's when you'll get all of the information quick and easy, and you can chat with your fellow viewers about the game as it continues. And continue to shout out your loved ones, your friends. Leo asking Kelly for some guidance. Same with Lex.
Leo and Kelly.
Lex knowing that they have a lead, there is no need to rush. Patch and Callan are working very efficiently to try to catch up.
Next time, he's a little far from the table. I'm worried about you being able to reach the table. Yeah, there we go.
Can I reach it?
No, you need one more step.
Kelly giving very good information to the partner, letting them know they cannot reach that table. You do not want to accidentally drop your blocks on that transition with that table.
Of course, to place 7. They're hoping
That was a very good save by Kelly.
8. Final block.
Lex giving Cam a look while focusing on getting back there. All groups very focused.
No rushing. Meanwhile, Patch and Callan have placed number 4.
We are still looking for 2
Build a pretty big
tribes to finish.
Steady, Callan.
Lex is almost, if not a little bit, halfway back. Kelly now has placed their 7th block. They have made up some great time.
You're great. Take your time, take your time.
Lots of good coaching.
To the way back.
That's actually so rare.
For those of you tuning in, this is our second heat.
You don't have to make that time.
Our districts have been competing for the first 5 spots in a heat of 6. We are currently looking for 4th and 5th place.
Okay, you're about 3/4 of the way back.
Lex is very close to being able to touch that table to get 4th place. Getting guided by his partner, Gideon. Very focused. Most of these teams have dropped a few times, but they are determined to finish and get those points. That is what you need in these games. You cannot give up. Lex is very close.
Touched it. That's good.
And Lex was able to touch it.
One more.
And some very happy emotions from Lex and Gideon as they were able to get 4th place. Great job by both players and all of our players. Now we are looking for one more. Patch and Callan have done great work to catch up. And they know that it can be anyone's game. Leo very focused to place this final block for their tribe to get 5th, which is the last placement to get points.
Block 8. Looks good, Leo.
You can really go as slow as you would like here. You're so good.
Kelly reminding Leo they have time.
You will need to take a tiny step back because you are going to potentially run into the roof. Your next step, you're gonna hit the rope. So either flick the rope or take a step back. Next step. Yeah, okay, great.
Kelly giving some great guidance words to their partner as they make their way back with their final block.
Leo back. Callan returning with number 5.
And again, it is not over until Cam says it's over. It is still anyone's race. Callan and Patch doing a very good job of staying in this. Leo very focused.
Place number 6. Leo's tower leaning a little bit back.
But Leo is very focused.
Step back next time you move, just to avoid the rope.
That time, so take it.
Patch on the board, about to place their 6th block. But Leo is just making their way back to touch the table to get the last point for
Leo just-
this challenge.
10 final steps away.
Cam letting him know he is a few steps away if he can get back to that table.
Patch and Callan have to hope for a drop at this point.
I would watch the rope a little bit with your right foot.
Some very great commentary from their partner, Kelly, guiding Leo back to the
The
table.
way back.
Leo very focused.
You probably need either two smaller steps or one bigger step before I would tell you to attempt to reach. So don't yet. You still- At least one more step you have to do.
Kelly letting them know.
One more step. One more step.
Kelly reminding them they have the time. They don't need to reach. They don't need to.
You're not there. Don't risk it. You're not there. One more step.
Kelly saying, don't risk it for the biscuit.
Almost lost it there.
Safe patch still on their way back.
And there it is.
There it is. Our final points. Great job by all of our districts with this challenge. It is not easy.
Well done. Nicely done. Good job.
High fives all around. Well wishes from everyone.
Well done, everyone. We'll update you. Give me a few minutes and then I'll get you ready for the next challenge, okay?
All right, everyone. I'm going to give you a quick update of the board. This does not include the challenge that we just completed, but here is an updated score for those of you still tuning in. This does not include the teeter board points, but there you have it. That is our next challenge just in the books. Thank you for everyone tuning in. We are going to get ready for our next challenge. So get some water, get some snacks, come back here, and I will see you all very soon here at District 13.